Well, hello racing fans, and a warm welcome to Trackside, proudly brought to you by World Sports Betting. Bet with the best, bet with WSB. And to you, the valued racing fan, I trust that you had a wonderful time over the festive season, over Christmas, and of course, bringing in the new year 2024. And, on behalf of World Sports Betting, myself, Deez Dayanand, I'd just like to take this opportunity to wish you all the very best, to yourself, your family, and your loved ones. All the best for 2024. And may it just turn out to be a wonderful year for you. Let's remain optimistic in whatever we're doing. And when it comes to punting, well, hopefully it turns out to be the year of your dreams. What's happening this weekend? Well, there is plenty of action, and we're not spoiled for choice when it comes for racing locally. We got that standalone meeting at Hollywood Bet's Kenilworth on Saturday, with that main event being the King's Cup, or the King's Plate, should I say. And, that is a sweetener to that pool of the Pick 6, which is 1 million rand, and that was being race number 4. The estimated pool there is 5 million. So for that race meeting, what I've done is a guide for the Pick 6. You can use it as a guide, add, subtract your numbers to that, which I will read out towards the latter part of the show. And of course, it is our 4 horses to follow. So we're hoping to start off 2024 with a bang, because I've picked out 4 horses, 2 at Turfentine on Sunday, and 2 at Hollywood Bet Scotsville on Sunday. So the 3 horses to follow would trebles, that is, the 4 horses to follow with 2 trebles on the World Sports Betting will be for Sunday, and we'll do that Pick 6 for Kenilworth on Saturday. But I think let's go with our 4 horses to follow, and again, all the best for 2024 to you, the valued racing fan. 2 horses at Turfentine on Sunday, and our first of our 2 horses will come up in race number 3, which is a Pinnacle Stakes over 2,400 meters. And here I really like the look of Fabian Habib's runner called Zeus. We know that the stable's in cracking good form. They had a great end to 2023. And this horse, Zeus, has always shown the ability from day one. But he seemed to have lost his way. But wow, compliments to the stable. They brought him back as a 5-year-old in tremendous form, winning his first 3 races, including the Java Handicap. And then it was straight into the Betway Summer Cup, and what a race from him. He was backed in from long odds, and he ran a cracking good 4th behind Nathan Cotson's runner called Royal Victory. Now the distance is no issue for him. He's a horse that's shown that he gets 3,000 meters, and the form that he's in, you just have to have a look at the best weighted column, which is topped by none other, Second Base Litigation, then Zeus, who's a 113, and Good Counsel. So it's tight in that best weighted column. But over this distance, which he's won over, and the fact that Larena gets the right tune out of this individual, all 8 of his wins have been with jockey Kevin Larena, and the form that he's in as a 5-year-old, I'm hoping that he's taken that Betway Summer Cup run exceptionally well. This looks like a right race for him to win again and make it it'll be 4 wins from just 5 starts this season. I think Zeus should be a hard nut to crack here in race number 3 over that 2,400 meters. Now, the next horse at Turfentine comes up in the lucky last. So we're starting off with the banker. We're playing the Pick 6 in Zeus, and we're hoping to end off the Pick 6 with the banker in race number 8. And this is a 1,600 meter trip, a Merit 81 handicap. And you had to be impressed, and this horse would have grabbed your attention in a big way. Was gelded on the 10th of January 2023, so started off his career as a gelding number 1 Storm Brasco. And Sean Terry just warmed him up over 1,200 and 1,450 meters, and then put him over the distance that he's looking for. And I think the further the better it's going to be for this horse. But over a mile last time out, it was 5-2, but he won like a 1-10 shot. Wow, that was super impressive. Just the way he skated away from the opposition made them look very, very ordinary, winning by 8 lengths. And often is the case which can be a concern when you watch racing from around the globe. When a horse wins the maiden by that margin, one has to just, tread carefully following that form line. But it's already been enhanced because the second horse, called La Moha, has already come out to win. La Mohala, Mike the Cox runner, and winning a good race in a competitive field. So that horse was absolutely thrashed by Storm Brasco and has since come out to win. So that is a big positive. Richard Farine's been engaged to ride the horse. Of course, he's riding on the day, and he'll be riding on Saturday at Hollywood Bet's Kenilworth, but he'll make the trip to the Big T on Sunday for a few that he's picked up. But this horse could end off his day on a high. Number 1, Storm Brasco. There is some form to work around with some tried and tested horses, but he's a young 3-year-old. He's given a mark of 91. And I just feel the way he won last time out, he's capable of achieving much higher than this 91. And this is a good test for him, which I'm hoping that he passes with flying colors. Race 8, number 1, Storm Brasco. So those are the 2 runners. Then I got 2 runners at Hollywood Bet Scotsville. And it's race number 3 where we start off the action there. And it's this horse, Kerari's Dream. Andre Nell Platinum Racing and Sereno Woodley will team up. Well, the stable's in fantastic form. We just watched the last few race meetings here in KZN. The horses are running well. If they're not winning, they're finishing in the money. But I think they've got a serious chance of winning the 3rd race here with the son of Keraru, who was given a long break after debuting in the Western Cape back in February 2023. He was off for, let's call it, 9 months. That's what he was off for. He was back in November, and what a run from him. He was allowed to go off at around 14-1. There was very little interest in the betting market for him. Drawn midfield out of the 14 runners that went to post at Hollywood Bet's Greyville. And from the back of the field, he was one of the faster finishers in that race behind Attaboy. That form line has held up really well with horses like Nightjar and Lash LaRue coming out to win here in KZN. And then we saw a horse called Morning Chess from that form line make a winning debut in Cabeja. So the form line looking good. He's cracked a draw. He's now at a more galloping course like Scotsville. And I just feel if that last start has just brought him on, I know that the guys here in KZN have had interrupted preps with all the weather, bad weather, should I say, or inclement weather that we've had around. There haven't been tracks, etc. at Sommerfeld, which is the training center here in KZN. And they've been, abandonment of racing. And we saw just the other day, we had 7 races and 2 races had to be abandoned because the rain came down. So it's been stop-start with the weather for the trainers. But this horse, his last start was at the beginning of November. So I don't know how much of work they got into him. But from what I saw in that comeback run, if he's just come on against this type of field, with all due respect, he is going 1,600 meters, which is going to suit him much better than the 7 furlongs the last time out. I think he'll be very hard to beat. Race 3, horse number 3, Kerari's Dream. Then we go on to race number 7. Now, this is over 1,000 meters, a merit-rated 76 handicap. Now, here's a horse that I was waiting for on the 1st of January. And unfortunately, after 7 races, the last 2 races were abandoned. This horse was coming up in the 8th race. His name is Jet Legacy, so he didn't race on the 1st of January. But my reasoning for choosing him is quite a simple one, and all you need to do is go and have a look at that replay of that last start. I mentioned it in one of my previous shows prior to him running on the 1st of January. All you need to do is go on to the 19th of November. You can go on to the Gold Circle YouTube site, click on videos, scroll all the way down to the 19th of November. And when you get to the 19th of November, just look for race number 5, and this replay will come up. That was won by Happy Wanderer. Now, this horse, you need to go and watch that replay. I can talk you through it. He jumped out in a field of 9 runners, set towards the back of the field, just sat quiet for most of the way. At the 400-meter mark, the apprentice was motionless while all the other horses around him were being scrubbed to try and make their runs. At the 300, he was still sitting. From the middle of the track, he drifted into the inside, and I was still waiting for the horse to be pushed or to be asked a question. He was never asked, he was never punished one bit in that run, and he still ran a decent third. I think, it could have been a case that he was coming off a break where, he was just possibly in need of the run and he wasn't asked to punish the horse to win. I don't know the reasonings why, but he was just pushed out of the halves while all the other horses were being ridden out. And I think that, if he was just asked a few questions at around the 400-meter mark, he would have threatened and possibly won that number 6 Jet Legacy. So what I'm saying is this: watch that replay, you'll see exactly what I mean. And then after that replay, and that's how you pencil in horses, you watch reruns, you watch replays, you watch races. And if you like a horse, you pencil it down as one to follow. And I've been waiting for this horse. As I mentioned, thought he was going to run on the 1st of January, which was not to be. Well, he races on Sunday at Hollywood Best Scotsville, Sunday the 7th January. And they put their apprentice black on. In fact, Muzieri was riding him on the 1st, where he was drawn 1 at Greyville. Well, the apprentice gets a chance again, taking the weight off. And I think he would have learnt a lot from that last start on this horse. And he's riding with confidence, Youngly Harbour. So this horse, Jet Legacy, on what I saw last time out, and now that one would have brought him on, coming off that break. And if he just come on, just like I mentioned with Kirari's Dreaming, race number 3, I think it'll take a good one to beat him. Race 7, horse number 6, Jet Legacy. So those are 4 horses to follow. They all come up on Sunday. 2 at Turpentine, 2 at Scotsville, 2 trebles will be up on the World Sports Betting menu. Now, just for a quick look at the pick 6, I mentioned the carryover. Well, it starts at 14:15 on Saturday at Kenilworth. Race number 4, R1 million sweetener to that pool. Estimated pool is 5 million. And these are my numbers. We're just going to give you the numbers. Race number 4, I'm going with numbers 1, 2, 3, 7, 10, 11, 12, and 15. 1, 2, 3, 7, 10, 11, 12, and 15. So we got 8 runners to kick things off, and we should be safe there. And maybe we get a result with one of the runners that are in double figures there. Race number 5, which is over 1,800 meters. I'm just going with 3 runners. I was actually tempted to have a go on number 4 at my command as a possible banker, because I really liked his run behind See It Again, and they've sidestepped the King's Plate for this race. Of course, he was heavily penalized for that race, now of a 124 from a 114, but he ran a super race behind See It Again. So I was tempted to go for him as a banker, but I got 2 runners for cover here. And those 2 runners will be numbers 5 and 7. 5 being Pekaya and 7 being Sugar Mountain. In fact, I got 4 runners with number 10, Riscallion. So we're going 4, 5, 7, and 10 in leg number 2. Leg number 3, over 1,800 meters, the Cartier Paddock Stakes. What a race with the horse of the year, reigning horse of the year, Princess Kala. She's had 2 runs this season. She's yet to win. But it was obviously her race to lose. But I've backed her up with 2 promising 3-year-olds in number 2, Red Palace, and number 4, Beach Bomb. So I'm going 2, 3, and 4 there. And I think if you beat Princess Keller with one of my runners that come through, you will drop tickets there in that pick 6. But many will be of the opinion that Princess Keller could be a good thing there in race number 6. And I won't put you off if you want to bank her. Then race number 7, the Lomaral King's Plate to Group 1, over 1,600 meters. And whilst I have a lot of respect for number 7, Charles Dickens, that many will be including in the pick 6, I'm going all in here with the pick 6. Super impressed with See It Again, the way he's come back as a 4-year-old. His win in the Greenpoint Stakes last time out, wow. Just punched out with the hands. I was super impressed with that one. It was a great 3-year-old, this horse. but I think on what he's shown to date as a 4-year-old, he could be a greater 4-year-old. Number 4, See It Again. So I'm going all in. I know he's priced up in the red on World Sports Betting, I think around 9 to 10. I'm going to say banker number 4, See It Again. And then on to leg number 5. Well, here we run for cover. The numbers I've included 1, 5, 9, 13, 14, 15, and 16. I'll repeat that: 1, 5, 9, 13, 14, 15, and 16. A few roughies there that I like to possibly lose a few tickets if they didn't come through in that pick 6. And in the last leg, well, we are narrow here in race number 9. It's over 2,500 meters. It is a Chairman's Cup. The glory is good with Chairman's Cup. It's what it's called. It is a Group 3. And this race, we're hoping to survive with 3 runners if we are running in the pick 6. Number 5, Future Swing. Number 8, Aragosta. And number 10, One Way Traffic. 5, 8, and 10. And that spend of that pick 6 will be 202 Rand. Will give you 10%. So you have it for Trackside. We got those 2 trebles up. Those trebles coming up on Sunday at Turfentine and Scotsville. And then, of course, that pick 6 guide to Saturday. And all that's left for me to say for the new year is that on behalf of World Sports Betting, thanks to all the punters, but more importantly and more especially, thanks to you, the valued customer. Have a blast, find all the winners, make a huge profit, and hopefully it turns out to be a wonderful weekend for you, the first weekend of 2024, where there is a doubleheader on Sunday. The main event for the weekend will no doubt be on Saturday at Kenilworth. From myself, Deez Dayanand, until we meet again, you take care. Saladin.